Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I am in my industrial area and there's a whole bunch of blocks behind me, but just disregard those. That's from the hill and I'll remove them eventually. But I did make this little platform right here, and this platform is actually going to be where I put a new farm in this industrial area. And the farm that I want to put here is a concrete converter. So I have 8 shulker boxes of black concrete powder, but I need them all into concrete instead of concrete powder. So I'm making this to make it go much faster because I really need this to go quick. So I'm going to build up this converter really quick and I'll show you how it works once it's done, and I'll use it to convert all the concrete. The entire concrete farm is now done and it is working properly. I did use a tutorial for this, but one thing the tutorial didn't do right was it actually didn't build up enough blocks, so I ended up having to move this platform down 1 block, and it works great now, but that was just a little bit annoying, and I'll link that tutorial in the description so that you guys can use it if you want to build this farm. Just be wary of how many blocks you're building up at the very beginning. I would build up 1 extra just to be safe, because either way it doesn't matter, the collection system is still going to be underneath where the concrete is coming out. But besides that, this thing works awesome. I already have a whole bunch of concrete. I don't even know how much I've converted. I can't tell with all the black shulker boxes and obsidian and stuff in my inventory. But yeah, I've already converted like 5 stacks, and now I have just 8 more shulker boxes to go, basically. So I'm going to do that real quick. I did also blow up this farm once on accident. I was testing out the TNT duper for the first time, and the TNT did not go in the hole, and it just blew the entire thing up. So I had to build this thing twice, but that's okay because now it's working great, and I learned from my mistakes to not do that again. I'm back over here at the sphere after I got 4 shulker boxes converted into regular concrete. And now I'm going to use all this concrete to build one of the X's for this project. And the X is going to be holding up the sphere in the end. But right now I'm just doing an outline just like I did with the sphere to get the whole base outlined before I start any other work. And this X is going to be exactly 1 chunk away from the end of the sphere. To do that, I'm going to use chunk borders. So the end of the sphere ends right at the end of a chunk, right there, and this chunk right here will be completely empty, and the X will start right here. So I need to start building in there, but I have to build a platform out to there so that I can actually build, because I want these X's to start at Y64 so that they will perfectly line up with the sphere when they are complete. So I started the X, and I'm assuming you guys can see the problem already. This is the top part, and it is directly in line with the center of the circle, which is a problem because that means the intersection of the X will not be centered on this. And I figured out that I need to move both of the feet of the X back another 24 blocks. Fun. So I'm going to tear all this down and move those feet back really quick. The first half of the first X is done, and this is what it's looking like, and I think it's looking pretty awesome. It kind of cuts into the ground down there, and I'm not sure if I'm going to move the landscape around it, or if I'm going to completely re-terraform this whole area to make it work with the X. I'm not sure yet, but I still have to move this one back and then start that one, and then I'll have the first X done, and then I'll just do the backside after that. So, back to work. The first X is now completely done, and holy crap, this is going to look awesome once I finish this one, like 3D-ness of it, and then go and do the other side. These are massive. They're even bigger than I thought they were going to be because I did end up widening them so that they would actually line up with the build, and they do completely line up. I checked everything, and it perfectly lines up with the center there, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'm so glad that worked out after I fixed that one problem. And oh my god, these take forever. And I've already used 2 full shulker boxes. This is the 3rd one in my inventory, and the 4th one is right there. So I'm going to just do the other X and connect them together, and then this side will be done. Now that looks colossal. I just finished the second X on this side to make it a 3D shape, and holy crap, this thing is huge. And now with this whole X done, and now of course it's going to start to rain, but I'm going to continue to go anyways. This X is going to be the end of this video, but before I go, I do want to talk about a couple things with the base. I'm not exactly sure what kind of style I want to go with the X. I know like the main block palette, and it's going to be blackstone with some honey blocks, some gold blocks maybe, and then a whole bunch of frog lights is what I want to use, because you can get orange frog lights, which just work better with the honey and the gold than the glowstone or the shroom lights, which are impossible to get a ton of, as I learned in my previous series. But I'm not sure if I want to leave in these middle connecting parts. Like right now they look really cool, but once I get the whole design in, I'm not sure if they're going to look super cool. And I'm also not sure if when I have these inside lines in here, if I should do a whole separate design in the center of the X. I think it could look awesome to have a separate design in the center there that's like a golden accent to really bring that center as the focal point, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to connect it with the arms of the X. So what do you guys think I should do? Should I leave these center bars in the middle and do a special kind of style in there, or should I connect it with the rest of the arms? Please let me know down in the comments what you think. And now, just a couple more views of this colossal build that I've started. It really is massive. Like once you get up close to it, you realize just how massive it is. Like, oh my god. I can't even compare to this thing. This is going to be the end of this video. I want to thank y'all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe to see more content like this in the future.